up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy back with another VI Healing. As y'all know, I got my boy with me back with another VI Healing. You feel me? Today, I really wanna call this like uplifting the youth. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm talking about. Those who
Uplifting.
watching, yeah. Happy Father's Day. To everybody who tune in. Um, But I just want to uplift the youth this episode. Just give them the whereabouts, where to do right, where to do wrong, where we messed up wrong in our life, where we was already on the right path. You feel what I'm saying? So, um, for JJ himself, where did you realize where your life was taking a turn?
Once I had my beautiful daughter, that's when I know it was gonna get real.
No,
Like
not
taking a turn, meaning uh,
taking a
for
turn.
the better.
No, just any when you messed up in life. Remember that we uplifting youth. We want them to be aware of our mistakes. Or
The last time I went in jail,
no, where did you first begin? Like we made a left turn. Like where you knew, like your life is just going downhill, man.
my life was going downhill.
Yeah.
When I was 18 and I first went to jail, I made that time when I first turned 18 and I went to jail. I didn't wind up graduating high school, because I was failing. And I started being in the streets more. And every decision after that was just on some like fuck it type shit. And I'm actually glad I went through that because, now today, I'm grateful that, I still get the opportunity to be better. If I didn't went through those things that I went through, I wouldn't, figure out today that I'm still living in my greatness.
Understandable. Nah, the reason why I did ask that because we all we all kids when we young. You feel me? We don't know no
Mm-hmm.
better. Even if we swear we know better, we don't know no better. You feel what I'm saying? So there's a lot of us that was, I wouldn't say initially on the right path in school. I wouldn't say initially a principal list, but we had basically, goals. So what we wanted to do, whether it was playing ball, you feel what I'm saying, whether it was playing football or track or being a musician, whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're going to high school for. But I want the youth to understand, right? When you in these activities and
Mm-hmm.
you get in with a group of new guys, new boys, y'all just met, y'all getting to know each other and things like these. I want them to still be aware of their surrounding because a lot of people think if you surround yourself around people who doing the same thing as what you doing, whether it's the chess club, whether it's a group of people speaking Spanish, you feel what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
there's still people out here willing to get you, willing to throw you off track, willing to make you take 10 steps back. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want these youth to understand and be aware of people. It doesn't matter what you do or where you go in life, people will try to stop you in your tracks.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And for me to go off of what I asked you on, where did you know when your life really made a turn? Because I asked because me, my life took a turn. I want to say in high school. I did some ball. You feel what I'm saying? temper, out of control. You feel what I'm saying? End up getting into like two fights within a day, and it wasn't even 12 hours. You feel what I'm saying? But end up getting to the fighting school. The case may be. I feel like my life took a turn right there. You feel what I'm saying? If I would have just like the person who I am today and be the bigger man and be like, you know what? I don't even need to take it all the way here. You feel what I'm saying? I could just walk away, we could talk, whatever the case may be. We'll figure out the situation another day. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing what my position was. You feel what I'm saying? That's really called getting somebody tripped out your position. And that's why I asked you that for the first question, for real, for real.
Yeah.
I just want you to get a full sight of where I'm going at with this today.
Yeah, no, I understand. And of course, I jumped off the porch when I was 11 years old. Outside, in the streets and shit like that. But yeah, I say to the youth right now, brother, don't try to be to fit in, be different. It's cool to be different, and go by your own intuition. Don't be a follower, because once you put your all or your faith into other people, you're gonna get disappointed every time. So do what you said that you was gonna do. Set some goals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, form a small circle of people that you could trust, that have, the same, that agree with your ideas, and go for it. Be a follower or anything, especially, in the streets or anything like that, you're gonna lose all the time. It's a losing thing.
Yeah. So now you said that, right? I could ask, like, not even like try to incriminate anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But petty crimes is petty crimes. Whether it was 10 years ago, 12 years ago, is not the case. You feel what I'm saying? But for those kids who really can't afford anything, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it like this: I was one of them kids. We all kids. We stole out of store. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. But some of it really didn't have to. We just did it off the thrill of it. To really be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I need your output on these kids, on just giving them advice on how, like, why not to steal out the store, or some hustler tips you got for these kids, man.
I mean, there's infinite ways where you can get yourself hurt by stealing and stuff like that. Work hard for it. I mean, you're gonna go to jail if you get caught, or there's some store managers and store owners where they don't play that stealing shit. They fuck around and blow your top off. You get what I'm saying? So, I've no stealing. Don't do it. Don't go for it.
So right,
Shit. If I'm around to the kids or whatever, if I'm around the kids and they want something from out the store, I'll get it for them.
all right. So that drives me to this question, right? Because you said stealing, right? You was young at one point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was stealing like a motherfucker.
Nah, we all.
And it was that was one of the worst decisions that I ever made when I was younger. Doing all that, shoplifting shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, as a kid. And mind you, I had both parents in the house. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like I couldn't get it if I wanted to. It was just I was doing it just to be down. You get what I'm saying? And I was a fool for even trying to be down. Real shit. So no stealing.
Yeah. Nah, because I asked that because, look, we was young before, right?
Mm-hmm.
We always young before. So now we trying to push this message out for the youth, right? how do you get the youth like physical attention and get them to understand what you're saying? Because when we was young niggas, you feel what I'm saying? We like, man, I ain't listen to no old ass. Get your old ass out of here, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas was on that type of time when we was young, but so how do we get this message on out there to educate this youth about the streets and what it is or whatever they get themselves into in the streets? It's not what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm guessing we could be more active with, you know, the children, like more activities. You know what I'm saying? Other than just lame ass school programs and shit like that. Like I say, like really get in there, like you know, camping, fishing, little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Family adventures, like things like that. Like that's how you get, you know, like it's getting your kid's mind. Like yo, it's more to life than just being wasteful out here. You know, doing meaningless things. Like you could really, you know, so just more activities. You know.
Yeah, true. But so let me ask you this. So what I'm gonna say what made you? Do you feel like you was around like the wrong crowd growing up? Do you feel like you was just around like not enough right people in your life, or what was the case for you? You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, at the, you know, because you know we grew up together and we've been through some shit. We did a lot of shit.
But
So um, once I made that turn into, you know, being down, um, I didn't really understand the consequences that happened. So when that shit did happen, I was so confused. Like, you know, all the, you know, the times that I got locked up and all the times that I got, you know, disappointed by a homie or something like that, or you know, I was the one disappointing the homie or something like that. It was just like it was crazy. The only reason why we was in those situations is because we was all deep out in the streets, not pursuing anything in life, but just being out there, just doing mad dumb shit. That's when all the rumors and the gossip and all that shit come in. Blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? And I'm glad I'm not, you know, a part of that anymore. I don't hear the calls like, yo, you heard what happened? Nah. I'd rather you give me a call like, yo, bro, I just made $1 million. You want me to show you how to get it? Those are the type of calls. Or, you know, like, yo, let's get on a plane, let's go somewhere, like let's go on a vacation. Like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Things into, you know, getting into life. So, you know, like I said, like those I'm glad it happened because I finally understand. I mean, it ain't too late in my life. You get what I'm saying? So
ain't never too late. It's only
it
letting you
ain't
down.
never too late. But gladly I figured it out, like right now. You get what I'm saying? And you know, of course, me and you on a mission right now to be, you know, to living through each other's greatness. So I'm glad that we went through what we went through.
Facts, because I was gonna say like even like a lot of people we could really talk about the story, but I really don't want to talk about the story until like all parties is really involved with it. But I could
Mm-hmm.
break it down to some aspect of what we went through. Like if you really like, and I'm pretty sure we're not the only kids that go through shit like what we went through what 10, 11 years ago, 12
Mm-hmm.
years ago, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
We we went through some basically some movie shit. Like, feel what I'm saying? And everybody go through a certain different movie. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's they 14, they watch their mans get shot, or they 14, they watch their mans get hit by a car, or they 14, they watch their mans get beat up by their parents every day, or just homeless, don't have nowhere to sleep. It's like everybody have a story in their life. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like our story is very interesting because the shit we went through and the shit we went through amongst each other on the branch offs, the backstabbing, and getting back up together, and all this extra shit what we've been through. I feel like, especially like kids now, they need to understand like if I rewind hands back in time, you know what I'm saying, and redo everything, or not even redo everything, just have the whole scenario the same way, and just choose my options different after that situation. Because everybody got a red and blue pill after every scenario, you feel what I'm saying? You could just get beat up by a girl, you feel me? You got a red and blue pill, whether to beat her up and walk away. If you beat her up, you got another blue pill, you feel what I'm saying? So everybody got a blue pill after each obstacle, each ejection in life they do, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if I would have took the different pill after the situation happened, what would have happened to my life, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I feel you when it was like it's never too late, and that's what I feel like. What you mean? That's never too late because it doesn't matter what scenario you went through. As long as you make it through it, it's still never too late. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's jail, whether you cheated death, heartbreak, whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? You cheated. You cheated it. So I feel like you got another blue blue and red pill to choose from after you just beat that scenario. So that's just how I feel about that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta
Likewise, boss. You already?
happy Father's Day.
Yeah. Now I'm just glad that we made it through it. You get what I'm saying? So uh, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't make it out, especially the situations that we had got ourselves in. So, and that's why we want to, uplift, the youth because, like if you're in the streets, get out of that shit right now, right now. Especially if you in your early, your late teens and your early 20s, get out right now. Ain't nothing in for y'all. Like, appreciate it. Likewise. Now I feel you on that. I be thinking about like what could have been my life if I had made certain decisions. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if I just would have stayed focused on what mattered. You get what I'm saying? Like literally like just be home instead of just going out and being on the corner on the streets and literally like doing all the things that we was doing. So it was,
Nah, word, but right, and like nowadays we live in right these young dudes.
been changed my route since I was like 25.
Like a lot of
Man,
these
when I
young
was
dudes
25, Buzz, I was like, nah, I'm still in this shit.
to win it, but like
I was still in it. It took me, bro, at least until like what? Yeah, till my daughter was born. But then even at that time, like I still was like there when my daughter was first born, and then bam, that's when I got a tender rupture in my knee, and I had to have surgery, and then I had to see exactly what happened happened my junior year when I was in high school, and I had tore my ACL. How a lot of people wasn't calling me or showing up, like you get what I'm saying. They waited till everything was fully functional, but this time I had to move out of the state and everything, and everything changed for me.
Sometimes that's the best for you, though.
Mm.
Like, literally, that's sometimes the
Our
best thing for
goal
you.
now is legal investments. Absolutely.
Yeah, but, right, so
For real,
it's
for
a
real.
lot.
But
It's
you
a
was
lot of these
always
youth,
smart
right?
though, but
It,
yeah, I
it's
was
different.
smart, but I was a dumbass at the same time.
It's a difference from when we was growing up and from these youth now. You feel me? And I don't want to
Shit,
really.
bro.
I don't know how to really explain it, but I'm gonna just say it like this: a lot of these kids now that was born, I want to say, the near 2000 and up, they're a little sensitive. They're a little soft. They don't know how to simply just fight, but whatever the case may be, that all that they want to kill a dude off rip. You heard? Nobody want to scrap no more.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? Not for real, but
That's even when we was growing up too.
no,
A lot of niggas
bro,
didn't
it
want to
really
fight.
it was like when we was like 20, bro, 21, bro. We fought our whole youth, bro, our whole teenage years, our whole youth. We was fighting.
No morals, no trust. Now y'all wanna
Yeah,
whoop
that,
my ass when I fuck these young niggas get tough. There you go, morals of it. Yeah, I
thank you,
mean,
dude.
yeah, it's just
Cause think
some of
about it,
them
right?
gonna get
Think
in,
about it.
some of them not. Some of them gonna make it, and some of them not. But
I feel like
you know,
majority not going to make it though,
hmm I'd rather
because
fight
just
than
like that
shoot.
comment that just
Buzz,
popped up,
you
right?
know how we grew up. Like you always been that way. You get what I'm saying? Other than just actually, And then let's be honest, right? How we grew up. Do you think that, like, fighting was always on our mind? No. Or hurting anybody? No. Our intentions, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna protect each other. We're gonna get busy if necessary. But even at the same time, like, motherfuckers is just willing just to go out there just to hurt somebody.
Facts.
Just to
Like,
hurt. Why? Like,
and that's
now,
and
don't
don't
get me
get it
wrong.
twisted
I
though.
made some dumb things where I just hurted somebody for no reason. Like, I've done it before. But then, I felt bad as hell after. Like, yo, why did I do that? You get what I'm saying? And I even, like, it was one person where I attempt to try to, help them out in a manner, but they ain't, they didn't want like anything from me. You know, they wanted me to live with what I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really talk about the situation, what happened, but that was crazy. That person made me felt what I did was wrong.
And I like that comment right there. And then that's true.
We talk
Everybody want to
about
name.
lifting up the youth.
And a lot of people, especially like where we come from, Patterson, everybody want to name. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't really want to get too specific on who really name chase, but it is a certain type of people in Patterson, certain kind of type of human beings in Patterson that really chase to have their name on the pedestal. And I feel like if you need that as a person, you feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all you have to do is be yourself in the hood, and everybody will respect you. Just be you. That's
Mm-hmm.
all you could do is just be you. Be you. That's it. That's it. Shout out to BU 224. But that's all you really could do. But there's a lot of people in Patterson that do name chase and clout chase. That's the name of it now. And it's people know that clout
Facts.
chase is real. And
Yeah.
for us to be in this small town to really the chase to be, oh, don't mess with that dude, don't mess with that dude, bro. And these youth gotta understand, like, you a human being just like me. It doesn't matter you white, blue, purple. You bleed like I bleed, you die like I die, bro. Doesn't matter. Oh, and that's just a message for the youth. Cause don't get it twisted. Don't be scared of nobody because they like, oh, he killed 5 dudes. Just like he killed 5 dudes, he could be the 6th dude that died right after the 5th one.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying you could do it, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, for the youth, don't ever be scared of somebody. Don't ever let nobody intimidate you. But at the end of the day, you can do it as respectfully. There's nothing wrong with bringing somebody to the side and just talking. There's nothing wrong with just sitting down and trying to understand your differences of where y'all came, where the negative energy came from.
Absolutely. And shout out to everybody that's in the comments.
You
Shout
do
out
what
to the
y'all happy
fathers that's
Father's
out
Day.
there. Happy Father's Day. Well, I appreciate you, Buzz.
Happy
You already
Juneteenth.
nonstop. Y'all already know it. Bro got them bars too. Oh yeah, book him too. Book him for any events. Buzz, you still doing events, right? You could comment, let them know. And yeah, man, especially for all us fathers that's in here right now, or if you like a big brother or whatever you are out there to kids out there. I mean, like, reach out to them, grab them when you can. As soon as you see them slipping up, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Thank you, Buzz.
if they gonna need that tough love, show them that. Like beat it into them. You get what I'm saying? So
Facts. Because really think about it, right? That's it, as a youth, right?
that's how we
All you really
that's how we still gonna have our names out here. That's how we still gonna make sure that our kids and their kids flourish in life.
facts, but like even like for the youth is more just with violence and for them to have to watch out for people who look like themselves, right? But I want to get to the part right with the youth where they have to understand with these cops also, right? Because I understand you young, you feel untouchable, you feel like nothing could happen to you, you feel like nobody could lay a finger on you. You feel like you like Incredible Hulk in this world. You feel what I'm saying? I understand this, but when it comes dealing with these cops, you feel me, the police officers, they nowhere near how they was when we was growing up. And to be honest, I'd rather have the cops of when we was growing up than the cops now. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas was getting their ass beat, but it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I have to understand, to get respect, you have to show respect. Whether with cops or any human beings, you feel what I'm saying? But especially with cops, just respect them. Yes, they could be assholes, but you gotta understand, like, y'all young. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all young, y'all don't understand. Everybody have a job title. Everybody has something to do, whether it's a I-tech, you're doing computer, unless you fixing toilet. You gonna call a cop on somebody who broke your toilet? Yeah, supposed to fix your toilet? Like, so I need the youth to understand you have to respect these guys too. You wanna go home just how they wanna go home. If they clock in to be a police officer, not backing up any police officer though. But I'm just saying, when they clock in, they know they have a job where they have to patrol the streets, and they're not initially to protect you. And this is from the youth. They're not initially to protect you. They're protecting the law. So therefore, if you're breaking the law, they're going to protect the law in any means necessary.
Yeah, and they're gonna
If you
enforce.
know if you breaking the law and you got caught breaking the law, respect it. You feel me? Be respectful to the cops. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of cops don't even want to lock you up. They just go ahead. This dude was respectful. Like, and I'm not the only one to vouch about him. I know there's other dudes that got caught up with cops and respectful, man. Just let him go. You feel me? He was just respectful. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta respect these police officers out here too, just like you gotta respect the dude with the scary name out here on these streets.
And for those, I want to give y'all like a little Bible scripture. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. So in today's age, you live by the gun, You die by the gun. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying like, yo, if you the type of person that's gonna protect your family, put some papers on it. You don't want to be out there slipping without papers on it. There is laws where you could have, even in Jersey too now. You heard? You have to have it in your property though. It's not a self defense or whatever. But I don't know about that up there, but it's down here in Florida. But then, you know, if my thing is, right, when it comes to young, they like, yo, I'll kill him, kill him. Yo, if you're willing to kill, that means you're willing to die. Simple.
Facts.
I tell you right now, I'm willing to live. So
Any
I'm going
means
to
necessary.
protect that by any means necessary. You know?
Nah, but there's a lot of but like I was saying before I broke that down earlier, this generation, man, they're a little sensitive than us. You feel what I'm saying? They're not used to get punched in the face. They're not used to pain. They're not used to getting jumped. They're not used to talking about 20 on 20 fights, like 20 people versus 20 people. They not built like that now. It's not, oh, I gotta walk all the way across town to see if my man's coming outside today, wing it, even if he is home or not. You feel what I'm saying? So like they don't understand, and it's like I feel like these kids sensitive in the heart where anything get to them. You feel what I'm saying? Anything. Like yeah, we was young and you were like, yeah, your mother a hoe. We used to fight over shit like that. Yeah, say something about my mother. These niggas killing over something like that. Huh?
It was also the parents too, cause our parents was really on our ass. Facts. Yeah. Even though I was hard headed, they was definitely on our ass. Still to this day. They give me advice or whatever. I don't ask for it, but you know, to really have me getting synced in or whatever, they tell me, you know, try to, you know, you right at in your own space, like you get what I'm saying. But you know, you gotta move like this, you know, like shift over here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm, you know, getting off track or anything like that, when I lose my temper and stuff like that. And that's what I'm still working on now. You know, sometimes you just gotta let a motherfucker know, man. But even at the same time, like you just you gotta remain focused and knowing what you trying to achieve and what you're trying to reach to.
Yeah, right. So I want to tell people this story, right? When we was on the block, right, and we was on this block, and if you know, you know. You feel what I'm saying? But it was some little niggas that used to follow us. You feel what I'm saying? Some young niggas. They was always up on our ass like, oh, we want this, like we want to make money like y'all, we want to do this. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like we used to pay them to go to school, like literally pay these kids to go to school. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like this is a way where this how you know what you follow. They see us doing what we do. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Whatever we was doing, how we was making our money, and they wanted to do what we was doing. Moral of the story, but we wasn't letting them do what we was doing because we was like, nah, we want y'all to learn from our mistakes. You know, being the big brother, the adult of it all. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, and they just turned 20 times worse than us, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and especially if you're from our town, you know who I'm talking about because they name ringing bells right now. But them youngins did not listen. They wanted to do what they was seeing. You can't really get mad. You can't really be like, oh. you should listen to me, because if you raise on somebody telling you, oh, don't smoke while they smoking in your face,
Mm-hmm.
what you gonna do?
Smoke.
You gonna smoke.
Word.
So it's like I understand that, but it's like we like as as especially like dudes when we roam in the street and we trying to turn a different path. We have to show these youth we turn in a different path because they not gonna listen to what you have to say, bro. They want to see what you're doing to understand. Oh, all right, this the right way. You can't be like, yo, don't do what I'm doing. Just go to school. You feel what I'm saying? It's like watching you do this. I'm watching you do this, but you telling me to do this, but you didn't even do this, but you doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out my
So
face.
more of the
You know?
story, like, don't tell somebody not to do something when you're doing the same exact thing because they curious. Like, bro, you sitting there confusing the kid. Like, so let's just say that's like me playing basketball, and I'm like, yo, don't play basketball. They be like, what? Like, nah, I want to come play ball too.
What you talking about? Nah,
No,
but
why?
and I want these kids to avoid touching down in jail. You feel what I'm saying? I want these kids to avoid cheating death. I want these kids to enjoy life. I want these kids to graduate. I want these kids to, do what we didn't have when we had the opportunity to do what we had to do and we didn't do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Another thing, I want you to make a whole lot of money, get rich, and have fun doing it. That's my message to the youth.
Facts, right. I want to ask you to get these kids some. It's not even really pointers of what not to do to touch down. You feel what I'm saying? But I haven't touched down. You feel what I'm saying? But so you could really give them a pointer on if they do touch down, what to beware of and what the do's and don'ts.
The
And when
do's
I
and
say touch down, I mean hitting jail, whether it's the county jail, prison, the feds, whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I mean by touching down.
like give them a pointer on do's and don'ts
The do's and
on
don'ts.
that point before they touch down to that point.
Yeah, on no, when they first touch down, they don't know what's going on. This their first day, their first hour, first 30 seconds.
I mean, for me, I wasn't even nervous. No, I wasn't scared, but I was nervous because I was around my first time in there, like with in an adult jail, bro. I'm telling you, like everybody in the dorm was big as shit. I was 18, bro. 18, and I'm in population and everything. And I see all these, I was like, yeah, that's crazy. But it was, once I knew somebody that was in there, I was like, all right, I'm good. But then that shit started to get spooky. Now you seeing motherfuckers' true colors in there, and it got crazy. So, I mean, for those, I say, don't break the law, man. You don't want. It takes you from a lot of opportunities in your life. Don't break
Yeah,
the law. Don't break the law. Protect your peace. Protect your mind. Protect everything that's around you to get where you need to go. You don't want to go to jail. That place is not for no humans at all. They dehumanize you. They give you become a number. A number. You're not no longer, you know, my name is Joshua Johnson. You're no longer Joshua Johnson. You're a number. You don't want to. They dehumanize people when you go in there. They call you by your number. Give you wristbands like you're a fucking animal. They labeling you like it's crazy. They have to cage you like you some animal. Like you gotta get taken away from society because you're doing this and that. Just don't break the law, man.
So
Stay out of the way. Stay out of the radar of that, and you'll be fine.
so right, so we give them that expectation of life, right? So I wanna give these youths, right, an expectation on how important it is to build credit, how it's important to get a credit card, putting things under your name and creating a payment history under their names. Let these kids know how important that is.
I mean, credit is better than money. You could get literally everything that you want. Facts. You can get a house, you can get a car without anybody co-signing. Because they trust you enough to have these things because you know you make your payments on time. And, you know, it's good. You go a lot of places with credit.
Yeah, nah. I want to tell the youth too. Like, once you put something under your credit, right? Whether it's you going to school, whether it's you getting a phone, a car, or a piece of furniture, make sure you pay these things off. Don't have things sitting. Don't let things go to collections. Don't let them get a touch of it. I want y'all to understand payment history is everything. No, we don't people like us, and when I say people like us, I don't necessarily mean skin color or nationality. I mean
Mm-hmm.
people who come from poverty and people who are taught the same things that we're taught. Don't get it confused. No, we didn't have financial literacy, but when you hear multiple platforms tell you about credit, when you hear that old head that lives on a block up the street from you that always in your ear talking about credit, but he physically really probably don't know nothing about credit, but he's telling you something about credit. Just if you hear it more than 3 times, that's my thing. If I hear it more than 3 times, different areas, different kind of people, that's something you should look into, something you should just go forward on and be like, let me get my credit right, let me get my pay history right. Pay history is everything on top of your credit. Because once they notice you have a pay history and accurate pay history that's getting paid on time, a lot of people won't have a problem with touching your name or touching your social security card. So that's another important thing for the youth to understand. Credit is everything. It's number one
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's better than $1. You feel what I'm saying?
It's crazy too because a lot of people that go to college be in debt right after they graduate and shit like that. So I'll
Keep
say
talking.
go
Hold
to a trade school.
on. Keep talking.
So you could learn the trade, and then right after that, you could go smooth into work after you graduate from a trade school. So learn that trade, electrician, plumber, blah blah blah. Um, yeah, you want to go straight. You want to go straight into work, and because when you major in something in like college or whatever and shit like that, a lot of them they don't even have jobs for them right then and there after college. But a trade school, soon as after you graduate, you got a job,
Right then and there.
and you could set up literally your own business. You could set up your own business. So that's what I'll go for, trade school. Then start your own business from there. Start up an LLC, all of that.
There's a
Now
lot.
you boom.
Yeah. Especially I want to give out another message, right? Because with the social media that's going on, and it making people mind confused on whether what they want to start their own business, whether they want to work a 9 to 5, whether they want to, whatever the case may be. Especially for my youth. But it's never too late. I don't want to I don't want nobody to get it misconstrued on anything. You're never too old to go back to school. You're never too old to
No.
get more education, more knowledge. But for the youth, when you're going to school, make sure you're going to school for a trade. These are the things of people saying, "Oh, this how I made my business off something I like," because this dude went to a trade school, saying, sorry, I just got a message, but this dude went to trade school for carpenting and saying, "Oh, I always wanted to work on floors and make floors look nice with carpets and towels and things like that." And these are the videos y'all see and saying, "Oh, I'm doing this because I love it." They not giving you the content on saying, "Hey, you can start your own business with this and make a lot of money." No, because if you're doing it for the money, it's going to get tiring after a while. Instead of you doing something you love, that's your passion, and you not noticing it's making you rich because you're doing it out of what you love doing. You feel what I'm saying? So don't let social media get your mind twisted on what to do. If you love doing carpentry, do carpentry. If you love doing HVAC, do HVAC, fixing cars, whatever the case may be. You may even say, "Oh, I want to be the dude that take the tires off NASA cars when they do the pit stop." You feel what I'm saying? Every 5 laps or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? You get into auto mechanics, then you will succeed to the level you want to be in, instead of sitting in one spot and saying, "Oh, I want to start my own business," or, "Oh, I'm gonna quit my 9 to 5." And no, your 9 to 5 is supposed to support your business. Your 9 to 5 is supposed to support your dream.
Yeah, once you got all that money saved up and everything like that, then quit the job.
Then quit the job. Don't look at a post and be like, "Hey, you want to quit your job now? You want to fire your boss? You want to do this and do that?" And be like, "Oh, I just quit my job for what? I ain't even."
Yeah, I don't even got $1,000 in my bank account.
You just did some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But to the youth, this is another message of saying the internet and TV is not real. Don't let these people trick you out your position, because this is what they doing. They tricking the youth and they tricking us as human beings out our position, where we thinking everything we see officially is real. Nothing is real no more. We wasn't, for my era of people, we wasn't grown in this technology where all this AI, and yeah, we was grown in some type of technology, but I couldn't even call my mans until
I mean,
what,
there
past
was
8 o'clock.
house phones and shit like that.
Yeah, you feel
And
what I'm saying?
they had cell phones.
But you had to wish your house phone was in your room to make a phone call. You had to hope your oldest sister or your older brother wasn't on the phone. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a big difference.
Facts.
But to the youth, don't let social media trick your brains, or let this TV, internet, whatever the case may be, trick y'all. And let them make you think you need to quit your 9 to 5 or quit your career to start your own business. Remember, slow money is better than no money. Slow pace is better than no pace. And long
Go out
as you
into the
getting
nature too.
somewhere,
Get some fresh air, nigga.
nigga said, "Get some fresh
Real
air,
shit
nigga."
though.
Some fresh shit, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, crazy. Nah, but like I said, this was a show on building the youth, letting them, getting them a message to understand on basically where we messed up at as a youth and what we trying to do to correct ourselves. I want y'all to really analyze on what y'all gonna do in life, whether it's a career wise or whether it's street wise, and make sure, guys, if y'all going the street route, just know what comes with the street routes. It's only two guaranteed things that come out of it. I've been hearing it since a youth. Two, death in jail. I'm still kicking, so I can't say I'm one of the lucky ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we want y'all to be aware of your surroundings. We appreciate y'all for watching Talk About It. We here talking about it because nobody else talking about it. It's Deshawn that talk about it.
And it's your boy JJ talking about
And
it.
we be back with another VIN. And we out.